What's up, Scapers? Takiru here. I was able to get a first day solo kill on Yama, the new endgame duo boss. I'm pretty proud of that. And, I'd really love to show you guys what I did to make that happen, some of the techniques. Using the chugging barrel, that's got a super combat, prayer regeneration, and extended anti-venom. Because you do get poisoned during this fight, but the extended anti-venom pre-pot will pretty much last you the whole fight. We're using mage primarily, and that's why I have the seer coal, which is going to be my beginner spec weapon. It reduces the defense of the magic of the enemy, and a BGS does only like range and melee defense. Anyway, shout out to Wears Pants, still doing his Lesser Demon champion scroll. So apparently I was able to find something out that not even No Monkey had at least mentioned on the first day. Maybe they're aware of it and people don't know, but now the two glyphs, the two matching glyphs at the beginning basically telegraph what he's going to attack with. The two blue means that currently he's going to do one mage attack, red mage snap, yep, and then a power spec. Okay, that's what I call these. That you have to use the glyphs to protect from. Okay, there's a couple different attacks. There's the power spec. There's the floor spec. It will also randomly call out minions, but it's at a certain interval. Okay, the thing is, you want to look for 3 snaps, and then whether it's a 4th snap or a power spec. He chose a power spec, and now the glyph, like I was saying, it basically tells you what he's going to attack with. We were just on a red glyph, now he's going to attack with 3 red or mage attacks, okay? When we stand on the blue one, but watch, here he's going to do a 4th snap, calling out the minions instead, and he'll continue to snap with the same mage attack until just after these would have exploded. So you want to use one use of your purging staff and then a spec with the purging staff. You'll get the spec back, and there's a reduced attack delay when you do the spec and kill it, and then you get the next one. Kind of like with Royal Titans, there's a slight reduction of attack delay when you kill the minions there, right? Okay, he's now snapping with black, that's range, aka kind of the blue-black glyphs, right? He's going to do a power spec, and we're also going to have to jog jump over that line just there, okay? He's now attacking with 3 mage attacks. And we're going to skip this first blue thing, and I also am intentionally going counterclockwise around this room. And let's see, he does a power spec, so we're going to stand there. We're trying to dodge these fires. Ironically, the fire freezes you. Maybe it's a thing like, oh, it burns your feet, you can't walk anymore, but it's kind of weird how the fire freezes you. So you gotta be really careful, especially when like the meteor's coming and there's fire around. You gotta be really careful with that. Right now we're kind of like off, right? Like since the minions already healed now, like the power spec is different than the ground spec, if you know what I mean. Like we did the diagonal wave that you had to jog jump over while hitting you with the red mage power attack. Because what can happen? Okay, so now you're going to use your Mark of Darkness, right at the beginning, or you can even kind of pre-anticipate, but it's not a consistent interval of when he calls these out. It sometimes will be on the 2nd glyph, the 3rd glyph, the 4th, the 5th glyph, and sometimes he'll do it 2 times in a single like phase, like the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd phase of the fight. Basically, he'll do like that was the 2nd time I got the minions that you had to kill. I think it would be super badass if we turned his weapon around and made it into like a guitar, like Marceline's bass. Like I think this boss is begging to like be turned into like a freaking rock god, you know, a rock devil. Anyways, as you can see, if you do things right, you can pretty much get through phases without taking any damage. There's only a little bit of chip damage that you take from standing on the red glyphs. Boop, boop, boop. We're just kind of jumping. We're doing a little frogger here, right? We're just trying to avoid the fireballs. You can hit him from like the 2nd to the back, like the 2nd closest one. You can hit him with a shadow or purging staff. And then watch, I'm trying to intentionally step under him And I do 2 tiles to make it a little bit easier. I do the middle tile for like a melee, and then I put my purging staff on and drag out for the, because he has a damage himself effect, kind of like Araxor has, where if you stand underneath them, and it doesn't matter if you stand like on the middle tile or the edge tile, you just have to stand under him. That's why I'm doing 2 tiles, just to make it a little easy, because you could use one, but you might end up hitting yourself. And here's, I think I made a mistake. I hit this glyph too early. But so the two matching ones were blue glyphs, right? So that means he was going to attack with one mage and then the blue power attack. If they were red, he would have hit me with a one range hit, and then a meteor, the red power attack. Now careful, we have to be careful here, because I'm seeing a fire basically headed towards me. It can also, the shield from the glyph can also block the fire, as well as the meteor. Same thing with the blue glyph. Blue glyph can block the jog jump waves, the blue waves. Like I may, depending on if he snaps here or not. See, I was waiting for that snap. That's why I didn't step on the glyph, because I knew it was going to do this. So I did my Mark of Darkness, regular attack, spec, immediately click the other one. There's a reduced attack delay. Regular attack, spec, back to the shadow. Now I'm using a shadow, but you may be able to do this fight maybe even better with just a purging staff. Why? Because then you won't have to worry about swapping back and forth when the minions come out. And also during the final phase of the fight, I seemed to be doing more consistent damage with the purging staff. And I also, this is a little bit awkward here, I think I got hit by both of those waves. They turned off my prayer, and now I'm a little screwed up. He's hitting me with a mage attack. I wasn't sure for a second there. But yeah, basically you always know what he's going to attack with based on the glyphs, where the position of the glyphs. Like, he's now going to attack me with 3 range hits. Maybe more if he snaps 4 times in a row, right? But usually it's 3. And then I'm right here. I'm ready for this transition. Okay, we're waiting. We're going to do a jog jump and then see if he stomps. Boom. Yes. Okay, we're going to spam click that sucker. Get over there. Remember the first time you got hit by a meteor? You ever die to a meteor? Like, it's oddly funny and kind of satisfying, like taking like 105 to the fucking face from like the sun smacking you from above. It's awesome. So here we go again. We're going to get underneath in that middle tile, go to adjacent tile, and then it naturally pulls you out. So I'm just clicking under him and then attacking him, because the attack animation pulls me out and he stays still, right? And that's where I'm able to. You want to just wait. You want to wait for the fire. Don't go too fast, because if you go too fast, his fire won't like hit him. He'll like, if you go too, because you can just speed through this and try and just do smack, 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 smack. But it's quicker to wait just a second and get in sync with his fires so that it damages him. It makes it like twice as fast. And that's honestly where you might take the most damage, is in that place once you get really good. Now this final portion of the fight, hell on earth. Okay, you just need to move 1 tile forward, 1 tile diagonal, 1 tile sideways. Okay? And it's really, you don't have to freak out. And I like being kind of over here on the right side. You may prefer being on the left side, I don't know. It's kind of preference here, dealer's choice. Don't be in the middle. I mean, you can jog jump over both of these at the same time, but it's inconsistent and you take double damage. It's easier to just jog jump like I just did, one and then the other, and just kind of keep doing that. Just gotta go zip zap, zigzag, zigzag. Boom. 1 tile. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to run all over the room. I'm gonna keep my purging staff on for the most part. I don't know why I called him melee thrall. I think that was an accident. Okay, and he alternates every hit that he does with the snap. It's a different attack. So if that was a range snap, there's going to be a mage snap next. But it ended up being the fire. So it's kind of confusing. It can be very confusing. Fire, range, fireballs, and this should mean snap. Fire. Now it's range. I gotta take these guys out. These only take 1 hit, and you don't need to do a spec. You can spec to try and get that attack delay, or it doesn't matter. I don't think it makes a difference if you spec. Oh shit. See, I'm freaking out a little bit, but like he's got fairly low health. You just want to like I intentionally did really well during the first two phases. Luckily, I can like kind of take a little bit damage here. Because I mean, it's gonna happen. I'd love to see someone do this phase perfectly. This is freaking hard as nails right here. This is probably like Grandmaster Combat Challenge shit. Is like get through the fight with taking no unnecessary damage. Like, you know, probably a thing. So anyways, it's essentially the same thing over and over and over. It's just alternating every snap that he does that is a direct attack alternates. But then he also does these attacks, which can kind of throw you off because they're also snaps. So you got to be very, very vigilant during this final fight and make sure you're swapping your prayers. You're watching to see whether a wave is coming or a fireball is coming, or if it's a snap like a regular attack. Don't freak out. Keep your head together. You can survive this. You know, I got down really low on health here, and I just like booped back up. You know. And once I saw about 100 hit points, I just knew it's over. I just have to finish him off. And like I got really low right there, right? About 30 health or something like that. One more hit could have done me in. We're doing okay though. Focus up. One tile to the side, one tile diagonal, one tile adjacent. Okay. And then just jog jump over one and the other on this side. Don't try and jog jump both of them. There's a really precise thing, gets you damaged a lot more. Okay, and we're just trying to survive this right now because I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm almost out of food. I'm like, oh, it's at 49 health. That's not so much, right? I can do this. And then luckily, boom, I got a huge hit in right at the end.
Yeah, I did it. I beat him.
And that's how it's done, folks.
For some rubies.
Yama Solo. And if you look at the timestamp, it's 11:39 p.m. on the first day.
Oh.
So that was the first day solo right there. Pretty proud of that. I hope you guys appreciated
Wow.
the little commentary and
It
how
took
to.
10 minutes. And every fucking thing I had. Oh, dude. I'm shaking. My fucking heart is racing, dude. I beat him. We're taking that, folks.
There you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to all my paid members. You guys are the bomb. With your help, I reached a payout threshold for YouTube payments. Thank you so much for making me a paid YouTuber, guys.
Let's go. Let's go. 1KC Yama.